zNorzia started a broadcast. Yes, he fucking did.
My audio is included.
Good. Good.
Yeet. Where's Twitch?
Do you want the link?
Yeah, please.
Tough. You're not getting it.
I'll do a Tweety boy on the Twitter. And stuff like that. Oh, it's wet. It's a wet quali. That's mad. Wet
Yes,
quali.
boys.
Quali wet. Wet wally. No, that doesn't really work.
What we should do, you should tweet the stream link, like, now, and then at the beginning of the race, then quarter of the race and halfway of the race, and sort of shit like that.
Yeah. Just same tweet 5 times.
Basically. Plug it.
Yeah. Plug the fuck out of it.
Where is beep beep?
Make sure to get that 1440p HD.
Yeah, got it.
Sweet.
I think it is. Yeah, we good. 720.
Sweet, nice one.
I sent the link in the chat.
Butte.
First out on track.
Samuel.
There's a Renault element somewhere.
Oh,
That
is it? It's silent. No, it's not.
It's Jake. Jake Core. Go on.
Jake Quarter.
Core.
Ignore his surname. Quarter blimey.
Yeah, his surname is fake news. Sounds
Good baby.
Oh, nice
Yeah,
lag.
Eat.
Right, odds on who's going to crash first.
I reckon Jake, no offense. TBH. It's like, don't rip me in the stream. I was like, he went. Not too bad anyway.
Can't guarantee anything. Sam, first one starting flying lap. Thing is, we can have no clue. We can't hype any lap. We're just like, oh, this is a lap. Welcome to qualifying.
Yeah. And he's going for a return. And he's hit the apex well. He's going to do the exact same thing the very next corner. Oh, Jake's hit the wall. The reason I say Jake is because I think he's very used to using ABS and
Yeah,
and so,
he is going to struggle.
especially being in a wet, I think he'll struggle. And it's all wet. I wonder if he'll get into by the end of the race.
This is where we need
Wait,
updates.
quali. Yeah. I'll try and message someone. I mean, Sean can bottle a lap. He ain't gonna play anyway, competitive.
Sam's coming over the line now. What will he do? A 121.7. How good that is, we have no idea, but we'll presume it's better than the majority of us. No offense. This is Xbox One. Exactly. There we go. 23.2. What a shit dick.
Sam has said he did a 21-1 earlier in time trial, so
Always been
those
practicing.
fuel. He has been 21-7.
Yeah, with that lap time, it's making so far looking quite
Oh, we got Matt coming out of the pit. Okay, race is dry all the way through.
Yes, he's on his outlap, so leaving it late.
Yeah.
Oh. Is that contact with the wall? I don't know. Is this Hoggy coming over the line? 7:25. There's a long way off of what Sam's done.
Hmm. Think we got smoking cheese as well. Shaney boy.
Get on, boys.
Smoking cheese goes 7. You got Ashley now. Oh no, he's got anything fits. Ignore that shit.
Yeah, he was on his lap though. Invalidated both of them. What can
Brandon
Brandon
Holt
do?
second down.
Nothing.
Goes. Oh, alright. Yeah, that's another time. Got Ava coming across the line now as well. And goes provisionally 2 attempts slower than midget. Still got some big names to cross the line though. Brennan for one and Matt the other.
Where's Matt? Has he started his lap yet? Yes, just started his lap now.
Matt, yeah.
Into turn 3 now. Flipping the grass a bit. It looks horrendously slow in the wet.
Very slow indeed.
Oh, a snap of oversteer. Keeps it clean for an chicane. Not on the exit though.
Got Brennan coming to the final corner too. What can he do?
Slight
Sideways
snap
on the
oversteer.
exit. Final corner. Going across the line now.
P6.
Brennan goes 6th.
Matt now coming towards the final chicane.
We've got Sean Morell as well. It's better set
And
his
straight into the
first
pits.
lap. Sean Morell
Up to P14.
goes P14.
Whether that's just spectator cam or that was like a genuine horrendous lockout.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of them to here as well. We got Midget back out on track. I think he's just been lapping to be fair, and he comes into the pits now.
Best thing to do with the wets really, just keep going around and around and around, you know?
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
not much of a benefit of brand new rubber.
Hmm.
Alex couldn't make this race, unseen the quali weather. It's a fucking good job he isn't, because he shit in the rain.
You would have been in the wall already.
There's your shout out, Alex.
That'll be joking.
Alex has also
Blood.
successfully destroyed his Virgin plates. He finally
We've
became
got
a
a
man.
yellow flag in sector 1.
Everyone's
Oh, it looks like
it's a Red
Lex
Bull going
Fox
slowly.
1. Made a mistake.
Hoggy and corner cutting and nearly in the wall. Can Ashley make a lap time? Because last week he was struggling a lot and ended up well down the grid.
Yes, did very well to recover P4. You'd remember.
Teammate gets out of the way very generously by spinning.
That's one way to do it.
Smoking cheese. Did he actually do his lap on the inters, or has he just put them out? I don't know
Doesn't
whether
look like the
Ashley's lap
rain
is still
is-
invalid. No, he invalidated
And
the final
was
chicane.
invalid.
It looked like it. It looked like
Yeah.
he took way too much curb. He's so struggling with the corner cut.
Yeah. Also, for the start, would you want to keep an eye on the front wall, sector 2, Hoggy? Has Hoggy hit the wall? He has. Dead. He may have just retired.
Rest in peace,
Sector
Ryan Hogg.
3 now as well. Turrets is going slow. Aaron.
Everyone now starting to come back out onto track or starting their laps.
Has turret retired as well. I think that was just the end of the session. Yeah, he hasn't hit the wall. But yeah, and for the start of the race, would you want to focus obviously on the front?
Yeah.
And I'll keep an eye on the back and let you know if anything happens.
Sound plan.
Sound plan sound. Does anybody have the answer sheet? Because Midget is throwing out all of the questions. Can he be beaten?
Why does Tara wear such gay shoes?
I'm not sure. He's probably watching this stream. That's savage. Oof.
Tara, stop wasting time in the fucking race when you signed up for it.
Shots.
Fired.
Right, we got Imp. No, it's a slow, it's a outlap. Shen's retired. Did he wall it or did he just retire? Hey, he just retired, given up. No, he's too slow still. Anything good? Bashed.
Expect good things from him. Can he produce them? No he can't. It's not looking handy.
Still don't have a lap time from Matt. Midget doesn't
Sam
improve.
didn't. Yep.
Matt coming to the line now. What can he do? It's only 10th for Matt. Wow.
Shocking. Will he just be that one-hit wonder at Australia? Or Ben's all out of shape?
Or Matt's been pushed down to 11th, so it will mean he can choose a start on Austin. Matt
All of them can choose their own time.
Yeah. Allow that.
Let's come to the line now. Shane, what can he do? Doesn't improve position nor time.
Bevan's jumped up to P2. Not sure if I said that.
No, I
It
didn't
looks
even
like
realise
Ben
that.
on his wheel looks to be it's about 2.5 temps up. So can he hold it through the final chicane? Back on the power. Coming to the line now. What can Ben do? Can he take pole?
And it is!
Provisional
By a
pole.
healthy margin. Can't see
By 3
anyone
tenths,
else
so.
on track beating him. The only other man on a lap now is Murph. He jumps up to what was, I
And
think,
session
P5. Yep,
Yeah.
good lap from him.
Imp takes
Better
pole
place.
by any margin.
0.2.
2.67 temps.
Sam second, Boogie in third. The Bevan outpacing his teammate by
No lap
comfortable
on
margin.
turret.
Who else? Smoking cheese. Shane top 10 first race, no practice, good showing. Fueled by Brennan, only 10th. There's some
But
strong
quite a lot of
drivers.
fast drivers down the grids. Yeah.
It's not looking too
Matt,
great
the
for
big
some people.
the biggest name.
Yeah, surprised by Matt really. I expected bigger things.
Yeah. Oh God. So full dry race. Although this won't be put into the highlights, just to let you know. So what have people done with their tyre choice? Looks like everybody on super softs. Sam's gone for the ultra softs. As has Shane. I believe they are the only drivers on different tyres at the minute currently.
I'd go with the supers, honestly. I don't think the ultras are really worth it.
Yeah, if you can, it depends. Because I mean, if Im can stay with midget, that's a big advantage to Imp when the stops come. Okay, so another confirmed ultra starter is Jake, and the formation race is go. That's a Red Bull diving. Oh wow, it's like 1994. Was that the year when Herbert like put his car between two others? I can't remember.
That was Verts, wasn't it?
It was all of. I think it was. Sorry.
Verts
Yeah.
or Fisichella?
Yeah.
Either one of them in the Benetton. They
Yeah,
were
I
like
think
sideways.
I think Herbert was involved. Yeah.
Let's have a look.
And that,
1997.
and then that.
Do you say
me-
1997?
I think it was 4. I'm not sure.
You having a laugh?
No. Fair enough. Fair enough. Maybe it was 7.
Things to do
How many
whilst drivers are
drives
on
have we
warm-up.
still got? Yes. Yeah.
Maybe 98.
Will the Toro Rosso dive it up the inside? No.
Yeah, 98, that was it.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, it probably would have been Verts.
Ah, and there we are. Cars joining back to the grid.
Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the tyre detail up as well, just so we know tyres this year. This race. So that's shocking.
Here we are. It's Matt, the last driver to line up on the grid. In preparation.
Ben on pole, Sam alongside. Who will be into turn 1 first? Sam on the Ultra Softs, Ben on the Super Softs.
Who's late to the party?
Or Cyndia. It's Brandon, isn't it?
Probably.
Could be. Yeah.
Can Ben take the win? We're gonna find out now. It's 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's WAG 1.
And away we dank.
Who's got the best
Who
start?
has
Ben
the
looks
lead
to have
going
got a good
into turn
start.
1?
Strong start. He's held his
Midget
lead.
seems to have dropped back. Sauber could be up the inside of the Ferrari here. Backs out
No,
of
it
it.
doesn't do it. It's a bit of tightening up further down
Mr.
the pack.
Williams. No contact so far, but no spins, sorry, between the drivers. But it looks like they're going to go 3 wide into the first chicane. Collision
Make that
avoided. Yes. No one into the walls just yet.
All tidy so far. Jostling for position as the Mercedes dives back
Oh, it
down
looks
the
like
inside
someone's
of
had a
Sauber.
big
Oh, the
block.
Red Bull getting close.
Back in the field, but everyone seems to be all good.
Ben still holding his lead, but Sam is right on the back of him now. With those ultra soft tyres, he needs to make the most of them. He needs to get out in front and try and
Indeed he
build a
does.
gap. Better
Like
chance
2
now.
cars out of the session already. Could just be a disconnect from one of them. Alex is retired, as we know.
Not close enough to try and think down into the chicane. He's going further down the field. Everyone running the line astern. Oh, that was a bit of an attempt, lucky from Sean. That would have been a bit of an ambitious overtake.
And we have EDR Matt into the pits once again. Front wing damage, would you believe it? For Matt. 2 races in a row now. Onto
Had a
the
good
soft
show.
tyre, so surely he'll be going to the end.
Yeah.
Didn't
With
see
Sam
the
looking for an
contact.
overtake down into this corner. He's going for the inside line, and he has. He has absolutely dived at the inside.
gone
But he's
wide.
run wide,
Ben's
and
gonna
Ben
come back
back
to
through
him.
right
Ben-
round the outside. God, that was like Vettel and Baton all over again.
And
Just
there's
luck to
yellow
go deep
flags
and
in
lose the
sector
rear
1
end.
and 2. Looks like there has been some contact with a few cars. I'll try and find out who's been involved. It looks like Sean Morel, no Jake, sorry, it's about his front wing, so
Sam's going
He's
for it
over
again
softs.
at the hairpin. Ben left the gap. He took it, but Ben's got the better drive out of the hairpin and presumably Sam's going to get
But
right up back down
Midget
the back
now
straight
at
again.
the slipstream. What can he do into the final chicane?
Dips to
Who's
the
going to
inside.
back out? Who's going to risk losing the front wing?
Oh,
And it looks
Sam's
like
got
Ben.
it. But the Williams now on the back of Ben. Can he take the opportunity? He's looking for it. He's put himself in the right position. He's going for it. Ben will have the inside line for the following corner. Just edges him. But the Williams got the better traction. It's through.
As Jake enters the pits to change his front wing.
See a pulse here. Slowly going backwards.
I think the move from Sam was to be expected. Obviously, Sam's starting on the.
Oh, problems! Problems! All sorts of problems. I have no idea what that is, but that's a Toro Rosso round, and that's Luke. Got involved. I don't know what happened. It's like he lost the rear end.
Looks like Smoking Cheese is slow as well.
And as he lost control, he just got hit by Smoking Cheese then, and that was all she wrote. I love a good problem. That's battle further down. Was that Hoggy taking Brandon? It was indeed. With the ultra soft tyres, so another person who needs to try and use them as much as they can. Midget fastest lap. We've got another car peeling into the pits. 2 cars peeling into the pits.
I tell you what, it may be early, but it looks like the Bevan really has to pace. He's got past Ben, and now he's looking to close onto Midget, the race leader, who has just set the fastest lap of the race. But position could be under threat here from the Williams driver.
Not good at all.
And we have Brennan, Lexbox 1 and Smoking Cheese into the pits, all coming back out onto the ultra softs. And would assume front wing changes were made there.
Yeah, I did see the Red Bull with front wing damage.
Yeah. So Sean running in 10th as well has front wing damage, holding up Aaron a little bit. So Mercedes is all right behind him. Will he make a move? And that's Hoggy into the wall. The Haas driver has not had a good start to the season. End plate damage, so surely he'll be coming into the pits.
Made a right hash of that. Did he make contact with anyone, or has he just lost it all by himself?
I believe he just lost it.
Matt going for the inside.
Again. Another fastest lap of the race. Lead up to 1.2 seconds.
Got to get the most out of these tyres. Run away with it. But he's not really losing them as much as you'd expect.
Yeah. Not too big of a gap at the minute. But maybe as the stint goes on, we'll see Midget increase the lead. He certainly got the speed to, but he needs to make this work because everybody else will be on the faster tyres. He doesn't really want to pit and come out in traffic because he'll lose buckets of time. Just like we saw with Brennan last week. Tried to make 2-stop work, got stuck in traffic and didn't make it work. Had to set for a lowly P6 in the end.
I'm bored with it. As Aaron is past Sean there. He's too busy trying to get up the tyres. Three-second time penalty for Brennan.
And Jake I saw there as well.
Tell you what, Boogie getting close to the Ben.
This is a nice scrap. Top 4 within just under 3 seconds.
Oh, and we got the 2 UCRC championship rivals. They fought each other for the championship last season. Murph and Silent Thief stuck together.
I don't know who came out on top there, but who is going to come out on top here? It looks like at the minute Murph has to pace us.
He's actually run a bit wide. Looks like he's got front wing damage as well, so he's struggling. And Murph's got the inside line. Easy move.
Yeah, there is front right end plate damage. Oh, Aaron's going all over the track. Ashley, sorry, just going all over the track. Get him and names mixed up there. Front end plate damage for the Red Bull driver.
Now can Murph make
Will he?
progress to the front runners? 4 seconds behind.
As Boogie looks to be closing again on him. P3, not going to make a move into the chicane, but second DRS will help him. Looks like Ben's got a better exit coming out of the final chicane, so across the line now to start lap 7.
It's close, but just
Midget
not quite
leads
close
from Jack.
enough.
Yeah, I think, no, I mean Ben's not getting the DRS from the car ahead, so Ben probably wants to
those
get a little
exits
bit
down.
closer just to, yeah, Ben might want to get a little bit closer just to protect himself from Boogie in the sail, because he does look quite quick, so don't count anybody in the top, well, half of the grid really, except Sean for this race win.
It's Hoggy's on the back of Fuel by Brennan here. DRS open down all the way in 16th and 17th. Smoky Cheese makes up a position. Spooner, apparently. Can Boogie do anything now? Ben's still not with DRS. It would look like a simple move for Boogie.
He just
He's not
can't
getting
get
the
close
drives.
enough.
Out the corners.
It looks like he does have a good exit here. Anything into turn 1? Not close
Looks like
enough.
he's not risking it.
As
He was a lot
Ashley is
closer
coming to
that
the
time.
pits. Yeah, I think Ashley has decided the damage is too much and he's pitting for soft tyres and a new front wing. And will probably rejoin just in front of Matt in 14th. 13th, sorry.
Got a nice lag there. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Actually,
And it looks like Jack has pulled the gap down a bit to Midget, so is Midget burnt up his ultra softs this fast already after 8 laps? It's Brennan.
doesn't look like his
sets the new
strategy call was the
fastest lap of the
strongest.
race. I mean, they're going to be quite close. Obviously, Midget, when he pits, will be the only driver in the top 10 going on to the Super Softs, so all other drivers around him will be on a much bigger advantage. But how big the advantage is still unknown. A short track.
I just can't see his strategy
Maybe
call
enough.
starting with the ultras and then needing a pit for could be once or twice. Maybe. Imagine you have to
There's
pit
a
twice.
lap car. Who's that, sorry?
Sam,
I think he'll manage to the Super Softs. It depends if he does Supers or Softs. I would assume both tyres make it to the end, but it depends how slow he'll be on Super Softs at the end. There's yellow flags in Sector 3. Oh, it's going from worse to absolutely diabolical. Matt, once again, in the wall with damage to his front wing end plate. I'm not sure if there was any contact there. He was close to Sean Morrell, who, well, Sean does have front wing damage, so was there contact between those two? It's
did he jump
certainly
or was
not
he pushed?
helping. Yes, was he hit or did Matt hit him? Wait, that's the exact same thing. Shit.
Brandon closing in on Shane. It's back. Good for Brandon. He says he likes this track. Whether he's good at it or not, it's another question.
And it seems like the power in the Williams team has shifted within 2 races. Matt absolutely walking away with a victory in Australia, really hasn't been able to find his rhythm again.
And it was
think-
right. I thought I saw a Red Bull going right into the pits, but he hit the wall, and I thought it might have been lag, but Xbox One has gone straight into the pit entry wall.
And he's out of the race.
Unbelievable. I thought that was lag. I did not expect
Oh
that.
dear.
Well, it's a pretty easy pit entry, so Don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Has he done that on
Questions
purpose?
may be asked.
Has he just thought, nah, not having it?
Yeah,
You
looks
don't
like Hoggy
crash
has got
there
more
easily.
No, unless maybe he was making a move around the outside and got touched and pushed into the wall. And Boogie once again, very close to Imp, but not close enough.
Ooh, 3-second time
Ooh.
penalty for Sam.
So, could this be a race changer? Will any of the top four know? At the minute, only we do.
Definitely benefit them.
Oh, this Boogie gets very out of shape. Nearly into
Just
the wall.
about to say that, absolutely on the ragged edge. Trying to stick with Ben. So close. Can't make anything of it.
This is becoming a phrase we hear too often. Once again, Matt is in the wall and Matt has retired from the race. What is happening to the Williams driver?
Yet again.
2 retirements
given
in
up.
a row.
Like last week, he simply had enough. This week, same fate. No words.
Oh,
that was
but
Boogie
he's
out
out
of
of shape.
He's pushing, he's trying.
He really wants this position. This is cool.
Murph not being able to make inroads on the top group.
And if I was to have a guess, I think Sam's tyres are going off because once again, Jack has caught right up onto the back of him. Within DRS now, so
He is dragging
He keeps
them
him in
out
a
quite a
DRS.
fair bit.
I think he wants to jump onto the super softs. He doesn't want to use the softs. I think he doesn't want to go to the softs, sorry, knowing these guys
Will be
they
on
will
the
be on the
softs.
ultras.
On
Yeah,
the ultras.
depending.
The ultras make it.
Not sure. It's an easy one stop. I think it should be. With a bit of tyre saving. Oh, and Hoggy's out of the race. He has just parked it, I think.
Yep,
Give
there's
it up,
another one.
Finn.
As the leaders stream past the stricken Haas.
Oh, Ashley tries to pass Sean, but Sean's having absolutely none of it. I think Sean is still nursing. Pretty damaged car, yes, he's still got end plate damage. I'm pretty sure Ashley will have him.
Yeah, you'd
Coming down
expect
the
to
back
make
straight
very light
now.
work of Sean. With the DRS, he's extremely
Yeah.
close to him already. Should be easy done, but Sean's got DRS as well. So yeah, that's
Who's
job
going to
done.
give in here?
That's
I think
Sean
Sean's
outbreaking
going to
him.
have to say sayonara to P10. And yeah. Well, the now ever so more irrelevant Sean drops out of the points. Oh, and there's contact there between Matt and the leader. Sorry, Jack and Sam, the leader. Sam has dropped to P2 and Bevan has taken the lead. They're side by side coming into the third chicane just before the sector 2 split. And the Williams, I think, just pushed Sam into the wall.
Could there be controversy after this race? Would it be a steward's
I believe
investigation?
yeah, will this go to the stewards? I believe Sam has no damage, but
Will he pit?
was forced
No,
off the
carries on.
track. Carries on. I mean, how big is the pit stop down to here? Is it about 18 seconds?
I think so.
Just about, isn't it? So, pit stop now. So that's one. We'll probably bring him out just behind, or just in front of Brandon, depending how the next few laps go. But for the minute, Jack, rookie, he's in the lead of the race.
Sean took so much speed for that final chicane, nearly ran into the back of the Haas.
And there were yellow flags very briefly, but I think they're gone as they're back again. Where's that for? I think Jake's had a little touch of the wall. Again, about half an end plate. So will Jake, pit again, or will he continue on? I think he's going to have the leaders coming up soon quite soon.
Yeah, the top
There's
four's still stuck together.
Jake does have
Sam
the
pits.
Oh, is Jake retired for the race?
Sam's in. What will he go for? Let's bring up the correct information.
Mm.
There's a set of supers.
So, 20 laps on a set of super softs. We'll know in 5 laps' time whether the drivers think they can.
Yep.
Has Boogie had a moment?
Yeah, I was just checking. I did see his name just drop briefly.
Yeah. 3.1 behind Ben.
Yeah, he's dropped off massively, so something has gone down. Not a clue what. We're just 2 men. Like, we're trying. Can't catch everything.
Yeah. Now, do these guys hit quite early, or go a bit and hope for fresher tyres? I would assume at this stage of the race they plan to go to the ultra softs.
Yeah, you'd imagine to try and drag the life out of the super soft as much as possible. Go for the ultras at the end, have the pace.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know what Ashley is trying. He's on the soft tyres. I don't know when he pitted.
Yeah. I mean, I tell you what, Sam has had a pretty damn amazing outlap, because Jack's just gone through turn 1 now, and Sam is virtually crossing the start-finish straight. So that was either an incredibly quick stop, or these guys are holding each other up so much. He's gained a hell of a lot of time.
Fresher rubber.
2.1 behind Boogie. Yeah.
He's on the back of them. Yeah, Boogie's dropped behind Murph, in fact, as well. So has he had another incident somewhere? Oh, and there's a Renault! A Renault! There's a bloody
And that's Sean.
McLaren! Because I was looking at him. Murph. I was looking at the pit lane, I don't just see this McLaren come flying into shot sideways. Oh, never failed to entertain Sean.
Always getting that time on TV.
Yeah. Oh, you got to do it somehow. If you can't do it because you're good, you got to do it because you're shit.
Yeah, see Marcus Ericsson.
Not a lot going on.
Oh, and
Give
Sean's
up.
out of the race.
Yeah, he has indeed.
Yeah, he's given up.
Pulling off.
So
Accepting his
down
failures.
to 15. No, sorry. Down to got that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down to 14.
It's a race of attrition at the moment.
Yeah.
Pack has really started to spread itself out now.
Yeah. Sam
Somewhat
within
close
DRS
to
range.
Bevan.
And do
Tell
we
us,
have
Sean.
a
What
post-race
happened?
interview?
A thing I need to go to, and I was in P13, so I said I'd just stay. There was no real hope of points.
So
You
you
know,
heard
it's
it
been-
here first. I gave up from the McLaren driver, Sean Wright.
Alex did it last. So fair I get to do it.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Sean. Shut up,
Mhm.
you're lagging. Leave.
Yeah, get out.
Alright, thank you for your time.
Fuck off.
Why?
Wrecked.
Is the
Sam's
top
catching
job
up
to
to
the top
Boogie
job?
now.
Yeah, Sam's well at the back within 3 attempts. Will he make a move into the hairpin?
And he
No.
waits patiently. get the slipstream on him.
For the DRS. It's a much stronger exit. Sam's kept with him. Would expect though from fresher tyres. Oh,
Like
a
you
bit of
said,
lag
he is
there.
extremely close to the front group already. Easy manoeuvre down in the final chicane. Job done.
Sam takes P4. And I tell you what, these guys are going to need to find some pace on the ultra softs because I think Midget is going to be right behind them. Now Shane pits from P6, assuming he's heading to the ultra softs for the last 16 laps of the Grand Prix. Now Smoke and Cheese also comes in to the pits. P10.
Well, you'd imagine with the ultra soft tyres, they should theoretically steam right up the back of Sam and catch him.
Yeah, definitely.
If
but
he was
I
able to
think,
do it, imagine the others might be able to as well.
yeah, I mean, I don't think traffic's going to play out as bad as it did in Bahrain for the likes of Brennan, because I think in Brennan's case, there were quite a few cars in the top 5 that he had to pass on the one stop. But I think everybody is going to be on the same tyres very soon, and they're all going to pit either on the same or the lap after or before the first driver does.
Who will
I think
jump
Midget will have
first?
too much of a problem. I mean, Boogie's been overtaken and he's still trying to drag these tyres out, so
Oh, sideways.
yeah, he saw this again. But Midget, now half a second behind Murph, is in P3 currently in the Renault.
God,
Sam up
Brennan
the
all the way
inside.
down in 11th. Oh, Murph's made a move.
Sam's made a move on Murph, sorry.
Yeah,
Um,
Murph has made a
and,
move backwards.
yeah, and Brennan on the super softs, new fastest lap, a 1:12.8.
Gap on Murph already. No one hitting yet. Will Murph go for it? No. Boogie does. Boogie.
So Boogie, the first driver in the top 5 to respond to Sam. Like we've been discussing, would assume ultra softs onto his car. And yeah, it looks like his team are running up ultra softs.
Here's a
Sam, the
battle.
driver.
Ashley's right on the back of Aaron. They head down to turn 1 now. Ashley in the inside with
Side
the
by
DRS.
side.
He's got him.
Good move there.
And Boogie's coming up right behind
So-
the two of them, so he's gonna suffer here, and he's not gonna be able to
Boogie's
use
Get
his ultras.
stuck behind him.
Yeah, it's gonna
Oh, he wanted to.
really scupper his plans. It.
Now, how quickly can he dispatch of these two cars? Because I mean, it's a big gap now to Midget, who is, what we assume, and probably will be, the race leader over the pits. And it's
Bevan carries
18 seconds.
on. Ben Pitts.
Is this the undercut, or will the overcut be stronger? Sam inherits
P2.
P2.
Apparently, Sam's. Ben is on, rather. Now he's changed to ultras. There we go.
No, if you can still see softs, ignore that. He is on ultras.
Murph as well, pitting
So,
ultras. As he comes out,
so Ben's.
is he going to
fallen.
make it? Yes, just makes a head out of Ashley, so that's worked out
Boogie
beautifully
has
for
lost
him.
out massively.
Boogie, yeah, absolutely suffering. He's still behind Aaron.
Don't want to risk any damage at this stage. You'll be writing yourself out of contention for anywhere in the
Previously
top
shown
5.
following when he was following Ben, he's not really strong with his overtakes. He just seems to sit there and wait for easier moments.
But he can't
That's
afford to
harsh
do
judgment.
that here. This is a crucial part of his race.
But you need to
Brennan
make those inroads.
sets the
You need
fastest
to-
lap. As Bevan pits from the lead, but Sam will take back the lead. Thank you very much, says the Ferrari driver. Now, who will get out ahead? Jack or Ben for second place here? Ben, I think Ben's going to get it.
Yeah, comfortably,
So the undercut has worked well here.
massively. How far behind are they from Sam? Only 9 seconds. More than 10
Come
laps
down
to go.
3/10 last lap. But you're going to need to catch that gap and then make the overtake. I mean,
Shouldn't
as
be
we
too
know,
difficult
with
here.
tyres.
DRS zones.
That's very true too. Very large DRS zones and plenty of good overtaking points. Let's check the times. What lap times is Sam doing? Really have a look at the race director. So, Sam's fastest has been a 13.0 on the Super Softs. But he's been averaging in the 4s and 5s the last few laps. But obviously, if we cast our mind back a few laps, Sam does also have a 3-second penalty. So,
Yes, indeed, another situation like last week. They can catch him, but they don't need to pass him.
yeah. And Ben on his second lap has set a lap equally as good as Sam's on the Super Soft. So, can
So
Ben not
comfortably
get these
faster.
tyres to work?
He's struggling a bit there.
Yeah,
Booth
Sam and
now has
Bevan
catched
do
up to
have
the back of
3
Ashley.
second time penalties. That's good. At least he's carving his way through. Smurf, 12.4. That's the fastest lap.
That was a fucking cool camera angle. Oh, Boogie gets extremely close to Ashley. He's virtually pushing him around the corner. Gets the inside.
On board now.
I was being harsh with him, saying he needs to be a bit more aggressive. Blimey, he's trying to drive through Ashley. He's virtually pushing him down the straight now. He's got the DRS in him. He goes to the outside line. Is he going to make this one work, though, down into the chicane? Ashley with the inside does contact, and Ashley's round into the wall, and he's out!
Ashley's out of the race.
That was
The left wheel.
unnecessary.
It's off the car. And
Unbelievable scenes.
I don't want to pin the blame after just watching the accident once. That does look to have been Boogie's fault. Arguably, you should have said one driver should have left it, but which one?
Yeah, neither one wanted to give up the position. Neither one wanted to give up the line. And the
Yeah.
result was Ashley being out of the race.
Now out of the race. Oh, and Bevan has made a move on him in all of that. Bevan is back up to second place.
When did this happen?
Then down to third.
He looked like he was
No
struggling.
damage
He
on
was
the
having
glass,
some
so-
sideways moments, and clearly, yes, struggling. He's not able to make
Ben's
these
very
tyres work.
sideways. Now, I would say this kind of works out for Ben, because unless something major happens with the gap, I don't think the win is within his reach. But if you let Bevan do what he needs to do, or whatever Bevan wants to do, and gets a few more penalties, and catches up to Midget, he could capitalise on penalties. Because at the minute, Ben is the only driver without a penalty.
All he's
We'll
got to do
quickly check
is
for
use
Murph.
use Bevan to reel him in, use him as a bit of a
Murph
tank.
also does have a penalty.
Back to that.
It's down to
with
8.7.
Boogie.
Yes. Unfortunate. Silly. an unnecessary.
Yeah,
I would
someone
say.
should have backed out. I think Ashley had the inside line, and I think to make the outside line work, yeah, you do have to be aggressive and absolutely turn into the car, and that's the problem there. You're turning across the front end of someone, and that's what he did with Ashley.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
just speared him into the wall.
I think Boogie really did have the wrong side of the corner to try and make that move work. I mean,
Yeah, he could have had that
came
so
from the
easy.
outside of the circuit to the inside, but he decided to go to the left instead of the right. And as we've ultimately seen, it's potentially caused the driver to retire from the
two
race.
Mercedes battling down at the hairpin. Drivers raise their hands in protest at each other.
No team orders here. This ain't no Rosberg Hamilton. This is Brennan and Shane stuff. Oh, they've come very close to.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
going to
that's
be
the
another one.
Aaron.
Oh,
And they've gone over.
and he's in the wall anyway.
Oh, in the wall.
They
What has
avoided-
happened there?
They managed to go for it, kind of side by side, bit of contact. I think that was Aaron who ran straight over the chicane. Yeah, it was, and then just rejoining, just clipped the wall. That has ruined this race
apologies.
completely.
Yeah, apologies there. I was looking at the wrong names. You are right, Aaron and Brennan. Not whoever I said. I'm chatting bollocks. 7.7 is the lead now from Midget, so Evan is slowly bringing it down.
He needs to work
But-
quicker at this.
And he needs to get some more.
He's running out of time.
But could that? I think I did see a lap car in front of Midget, so that could have been why the gap's shortened. So who knows at the minute? But all we know is if anybody is going to win this race, it's not Midget. They need to get on with it ASAP. It's 7 laps to go, and just about 4.5 seconds for Bevan and Ben. Well, Bevan definitely get into the penalty range. Bevan also has a penalty, so
Yeah,
that would make no difference whatsoever.
they're going to need to seriously work at this one. Brennan with
Looks
enough
to be
time
down
penalty.
by 2 tenths this lap, so I don't think it's going to be enough.
No one else looking very close on track. Oh, that Mercedes is all out of shape. The pack has really split itself up. There's been a whole bunch of incidents.
Yeah,
Driving
down to
standards, a bit
13 runners
subpar,
from
isn't
20. Yeah.
Brennan's definitely having some issues. Don't know what he's doing, but he's been a bit out of shape,
Is he-
all over the shop, getting time penalties. Shane on the back of him now. DRS open, can he do anything? He's looking way too far back. Could he try anything down into turn 1? Brennan sharply moves back in
Looks
his race.
very defensive.
It looks like he's definitely got the stronger pace, but it's just mistakes. A few costly mistakes. Shane with another time penalty as he was cutting turn 1.
As Ashley's given up. Oh no, sorry, he had retired, he just left the session.
.8 seconds now to the leader. You can see the leader now as they exit turn 2. Brandon's had a very quiet race now. Look at it.
Yeah, once again, Brandon very quiet, but he's up in P6.
Yeah, he's
In.
gathering points, staying out of trouble, making it work for him.
Fairly strong result. P6 if it stays there. Does have Brennan behind him, but as
Yeah,
you say,
Brennan's
Brennan's been looking a bit all over the place.
But he is looking fast, so I expect him to to possibly make a move on Brandon towards the end of the race. He's pulled away from Shane very quickly the last couple of laps. Does Brandon have any time penalties? Because I know Brandon does.
I'll quickly have a look at that. Yes, Brandon does. Brandon has 3 seconds worth.
Ben's starting to lose time on the Bevan as Bevan's starting to close in on Sam.
Down to 5.7. So it's not maybe totally out of the question, but I think Ben's going to need to find a little bit more pace, and I hope Midget makes a little bit of a mistake somewhere.
Will he put it all on the line? Because he stayed clean so far. He just needs to find the pace. He needs to up it a bit. Easier said than done, though. You don't want to risk it all.
Yeah.
Brennan just 1.6 seconds behind him now. Brennan on slower tyres though, but maybe fresher.
Yeah, that does seem to be the biggest battle on track at the minute. Brandon. Get down to 5 seconds at the front. So it looks like we may be in the territory of these super softs falling off the cliff a little bit. But it looks like Ben equally is falling off the cliff. 2 seconds now behind the Bevan.
Yeah, he's really struggling to keep with him. Expected more from Ben. Got pole comfortably. He just couldn't show it in the dry.
Yeah, pace wasn't there in the dry. I mean, unless he's hiding something. The race win with these two ahead of him having penalties is looking very unlikely. And what is also looking unlikely is maybe even P2. He could come away with P3 here.
Yeah, all the retirements.
Yeah, 6 out. 4
Hey,
seconds over the
Ski.
line. 3 to go.
Disconnected his car, just circulating.
Still completing laps.
It's fueled by Brennan now. Cat is on the back of Brandon now.
Murph.
Gain on him for this pit straight, this back straight. But will he try anything for the pit straight down into turn 1? See if we can get a good exit out of the chicane. Brandon equally as strong. He's holding his own. Not this time, but maybe next time. The gap down to 3 seconds.
Yeah, I think Sam is just bringing this car home. Probably knows that Bevan has a penalty, so he's not too fussed. Or is it just
Might
tyre
not
wear?
know
Ben doesn't.
about Ben's situation. If Ben can like really up the pace here, it just seems unlikely at the moment. Getting that much back.
It looks like he's,
Oh,
looks like he's falling back.
Sam's got another time penalty.
Has
That's
he?
6 seconds. It's just popped up.
I didn't see that.
That's all he's got to do now.
Indeed he does.
Ben needs to stick with the Bevan. As we said, Bevan's got a time penalty as well, yes?
Yes, this is Ben. I'm looking at the gap to the leader. Ben is 5.3.
Oh, Bevan's got another time penalty
Bevan's
as well.
got another penalty.
Game, set and match.
Yeah,
Ben needs to
5.1.
keep himself in there.
Ben. So could this be a victory for Ben?
Ben isn't going to know about
Victory
Sam's
for Sam.
situation.
I don't think he will. Just keep pushing. Don't give up.
Oh, Brandon's made a move on Brandon. It's Brandon down position. Oh, it's all out of shape. Brandon tried to make an overtake again, but got rejected by the out of shape Mercedes. And Brandon fight back with the DRS. He's looking too far away now, but he's gained a lot in the braking zone. Brandon getting better traction out the corner, seems. Can't see Brandon making any progress. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Bit of contact with the wall from Brandon there.
The midget now, heading into the hairpin for the final time. Leads Bevan by 2.3 seconds, but Ben
2.5 behind the Bevan.
4.9 behind Sam, so
We're going to see him absolutely benefit massively.
kept his nose clean, kept the corner cut count down low, no penalties.
Did the cleanest driver of them all. Sam comes home
And
to take the win, but it's all in vain. As he doesn't
Ben doesn't get it.
How has that not worked?
Ben got a penalty on lap 25, so we didn't
We
see
didn't
that.
see that one. We
So
expected
Ben
it.
hasn't taken the win. How anticlimactic was that?
But we have got Smoking Cheese right on the back of Shane now. The final lap. Got DRS open. How much does he want this position?
Death or glory for P8 here.
Shot to the outside of the corner. Will he get him? Shane pushes him wide. There's a bit of contact. They both jump over the chicane. Smoking Cheese gets it.
But he does have a few penalties. Shane gets him back.
Fighting all the way to the end. As we've got IGF turret destroyed on second. Front wheel. So we didn't see Ben's penalty. We thought he might have taken the win. We thought he was the cleanest one of them all. He was cleaner than the other two, but not as much.
But it was second place in the end for Ben.
Still a good drive. Though.
Second race win for Sam in a row. And a first podium for Jack in the Williams.
I did question Sam's strategy. I thought he'd lose out at the end of the race. But it's worked out.
Yeah, I'm taking the victory. And his win tally now is 2. And I believe his points tally is now looking rather healthy.
Definitely extending that lead at the top. So there you have it. Oh, look at all those time penalties. JPS Luke, the only one without time penalties. Keeping that squeaky clean. Sam, another win. Ben, pulse it, couldn't convert it. Can he do it next time out?
I mean, a very good drive from Brennan, making 3 penalties, 3 pit stops, sorry.
Look at
And
Brandon,
3 penalties as
P13
well.
and P6.
Yes, that's a good shout.
Another good drive from him. So it's been good driving. Fair amount of action. Questionable contact.
And yeah,
All quite good fun. Had a bit of dead moments, but... Oi oi Shane.
Fucking have it, boys! Fucking yes, boys! Smoking fucking trees!
How was your final lap?
I broke my front wing plate, so hence why he literally just gained on me. And obviously I tried braking late, but I were making that corner.
Yeah, I saw you. You tried to keep up the inside. You just ran him a bit wide. He shot over the chicane. It looked messy, but good.
Yeah, I did think to myself, We was just speaking. He said if we weren't battling for them, if we just followed single file, I would have probably just beaten Luke. Because obviously I had 6 seconds worth added onto my time, whereas Luke didn't have anything.
Yeah.
But, hey, boys.
Fuck off! This is an after-race interview. Get out! No, I'm joking. It wasn't too bad, to be fair.
Mateo.
Yep.
It wasn't
That,
too bad.
Brandon guy, fueled by whatever he's fucking called.
Yeah.
Brendan
He's
Lee.
dirty as fuck, and he's lagging. So I don't know if what you guys want to do with him, because he we didn't take out Turret, but he didn't really give him room. And then
Yeah, I did see
obviously
that.
with Brandon, and obviously he's lagging. So I didn't obviously send one on the inside or anything, because you know I've done that before with like Simon, for example, gone on the
Yeah.
inside and next to me, and no, Simon's car just lagged and spun me out. So I don't know if you and Sean want to have a little ting tong.
I don't know, it all seemed fine watching it. There was no lag.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though, it
Fine
was
for
not a
the
bad
race.
race. Obviously, you know,
Yeah, you're doing
probably
pretty
the
well.
first time ever I've done a league race with no practice. Yeah, I'm always bad for corner cutting anyway, so straight. I think towards the end I was just worrying so much, hence why I just couldn't. I was just more like staying alive.
Yeah, you both did quite well actually. Yeah, you've been you're
Hey,
just having quiet races, staying out of trouble, collecting those points.
it does. It's quite funny. Oh. You know, like when you see in our league, like Murph, Jamie, Luke, Ashley. I know Jamie weren't there. Like Luke and Ashley always at the top.
Yeah.
Literally, those fuckers were nowhere to be seen.
Yeah. Different, innit? Different kettle of fish.
Am I race? Do you know if I'm racing next weekend or?
Not a clue. Just see how it all goes.
Well, what I may do is do a bit of practicing just in case I get that late call up.
Yeah, Silverstone next weekend. Next Friday. I won't be here for commentary, so we'll have to get someone else
Oh,
to
no.
jump in and fill my spot.
I'll
Someone
take
else
your
can
place.
stream as well. No, just from next Friday, and then I'll be back for one more race, and then that's it. Then I'm out.
I think Bond said he wanted to do it, so I'll probably ask him. But I'll ask around. If Bond doesn't want it, I'll just put in chat. Who the fuck want to commentate?